Good morning. I'm here to fulfill my promise to do a video on citations using Microsoft Word. Usually, citations, gathering of materials and citing them in your work takes a lot of efforts, which it's not supposed to be because the Microsoft Word has actually provided for tools that will help you in that aspect of your research. And it's not something that you have to really worry about. You put more energy on the research work rather than a lot of efforts doing citations. So I'm going to share my screen now. I have a Word document here, which I randomly got some text from a newspaper of today. And I'm going to use this to demonstrate how you can cite your work or other works in your work. And it's very easy and simple. So what I normally do, anytime I get any document or any material, and I see that it's related to my work, I just come here and add it to my my list of materials. Sorry, one moment. I added a book before. I just want to remove it. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so excuse me. Once I get the book, what I do is I'll just say a new, or if I get a material. So the materials can be various sources, just as you could have as many sources as you could in a research work. It could be from a book section, a journal, an article, a report, and a host of other sources here. So you select any one of them. Once you select a source, the relevant fields are populated within here, and then it allows you to fill in all those aspects. So you don't need to worry about the order in which they appear and so on. If you look at for a book, this is how it is. If I go to a journal, this has changed. If I go to document from site, you can see the fields have also changed. So you just need to fill in all these and you are fine. So let me go back to a book. Assuming I've just got a book and I want to use it as part of my my work or the consulted works. The book, let me use my name, was written by Datong D.G. If you look under here, the computer is giving you a tip that if you have more than one author, you can do a semicolon immediately after the first, and then you put the subsequent ones. So in this case, let me just add one more author. Let me call it Joy Christian as the second author. Sometimes you can have these people writing on behalf of a corporate organization, or rather a corporate organization writing in its name. So you can actually put select this and put the names of the company here. For now, we're using these as individual writers. The title of the book is Citation Using MS Word. Remember, there is no book like that. I'm just doing it as a test. Year of publication is 2022. That is today. City where it's done, Abuja, Nigeria. And then the publisher is Cherry Limited. And then I can do an OK. So the computer also gives you other options which may not be commonly used. So if you show others, you'll see other fields, but they are not normally commonly used for they are not always commonly used. So let's leave that out. So I'll do an OK to add this book. If I add that, if I have another book that I'm consulting, I'll still add it again. I'll call let me use another person, Ben Andrews. Okay, let's see how it displays one author, two authors. What should we write here? Coffee while writing. This is 1823. City will be Namu Village. Publisher will be Chelsea Press. That's the name of my late dog, Chelsea Press. And we can add that. And then we can add a third book with three authors. We can call them Michael. I don't know whether that is the correct. My semicolon, I'll put Henry. I'll put a semicolon again and put in Charles Lantern. Three authors, just to see how it will display when we are changing the different formats. Title will be just kidding. And then year of publication is 1973. City of publication, we say just Nigeria. Publishing name is Light Books, Light Press Limited. I add them here. So let's go back to our work. Just remember, I got to this by getting, normally when you open Microsoft Word, you are mostly at home, so you have to come to references. And this is where it gets you to this. So assuming I'm writing and I get to this particular point, which I cited from one of these books that I read, or that we recorded. The first book was by Andrews Ben, and you just click that I'm citing this. So this format now is actually the upper format. If you change it to Chicago, you can see the comma is gone. You can change it also to any of these. I think the familiar one is the MLA, Andrews only. And then you go to Trubien. Trubien looks like the Chicago. So you can just select any one of the formats. You don't need to remember it at all. It's been done for you and everything. So we select the second one. Let's see how two authors displays. This one now, we can just click where we want to cite and do our citation with two authors. You can see how two authors appears. Okay. Okay, so I can see, I can go back. I don't like the way this is showing. So I'll go back and do an edit source. Edit source. That means it will take me back to, okay, that's what happened. I didn't put the surname first. That's the problem. So surname, comma, other names. So it takes the surname, and that is what happened in the other name, the way. Okay, so it's asking me whether it exists in the master list, whether I still need to update. I said yes. So you can see now it has corrected it. So still, if I want to change my citation format to upper, you can see it has changed both of them to upper. So I don't have to worry if the lecturer changes it changes his mind at any point in time and wants me to do the change, I'll do that. MLA, you can see it's just the name that is there and no dates. And different types of citations. IEE, you can see it's just putting a 1 and a 2, and then it will refer to them at the end of the write-up. Let's see how it does with three authors. Three authors is this guy. Oh, come on. Okay, wrong. So let me put it at the point where I want it cited. I'll just do the three authors here. So it has done, you see, you can see the ampersand here. It has put it correctly for me. Chicago uses and, Caribbean, where is it again? Caribbean, what could have happened? For some reason, I don't understand how it did that, but that's the Caribbean way of doing it. So let's go back to our upper, which is most likely what we're going to use during our own in our own works. Always take some coffee while you're doing this because it helps. Don't mind me, it's not researched. Okay, so the essence is not just this. The wonderful essence is that at the end of your writing, when you do whatever you need to do, you just need to insert these citations. So if I want to insert a bibliography reference, bibliography, I just click in here. You can see it has arranged everything for me. So if I change this to Chicago, to rearrange it. If I change this to what's that? Another one, MLA, it will rearrange it. If I change it to Arabian, it will still rearrange it. So you don't have to do nothing, absolutely nothing, and it works for you. You can also put your cursor where you want to put your references. You insert your references. That's that. You are good to go. Again, you can go here, cited works, see them here. Okay, so let me add one source, and I won't use it. Let's see what Word will do for me. So assuming you just added up works, but you didn't cite it. So I'll say let me use Gabriel Coons, whatever it is. I'll say test to see. Year is 1950. City, I say Abuja. Publisher, Abuja Press or Buja Press. I'll say okay. So let me close this guy. Remember, I did not use that reference. So let's add a bibliography and see how it treats them differently. Test to see. In the bibliography, it says that in references, okay, it adds it also. In cited works, it also has it there. Okay, I actually thought it won't mention it. Okay, that is that. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope you've learned one or two things. Have a wonderful day. I stop here.